So I sent Dan a text because he had emailed me. So basically what happened is Gregg was living in Southern California with his friend Jim Leahy, who he was very close to. That's why, one of the reasons why Gregg decided to become a Catholic is because the Leahys were devoutly Catholic, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, and I don't know if they met in high school, college. I don't know how they know each other, but he was as close to the Leahys as he was to Jerry and Terry, before Jerry and Terry, like, got pissed at him. Well, so I guess, so whenever, like, sometime before Christy's death last year, Gregg came to his house, got out of his car, had a fit, and laid there all night. It was really cold. Like, I assume it was like winter time. His neighbors found him. I don't know how or why they found him, because I've been to his house and his driveway goes up and behind his house. So if he was if he'd gotten out of his, well, I don't know why he parked in his driveway. He didn't park in his garage. But you wouldn't see him. That's the thing, is if he fell out of his car, you wouldn't see him. But anyway, he was found, and they took him to the hospital. He damn near froze to death, but he ended up having to get 3 of his toes amputated. And then he just could never recover. So the 3 toes turned into a foot amputation. And I don't know at what point he was still here and then went to California. And then it turned into a leg amputation. And then it was in his other leg, and it was gangrene. And he just decided to let it go to sepsis, and he'd just be done with it. And so it took a few weeks for that to kill him. And yeah, so, but I mean, but I don't know. Susan called me last night after I saw her, and she's like, "What? Jen, like, what? Who did you hear this from?" And I said, I feel like a part of my family died, honestly. Like, it's kind of a punch in the gut. She goes, "Me too." Like, she said, "You told me that," and we're thinking, you know, like, we all make fun of Gregg. But she said, "It's just so sad, and I hope he wasn't alone, and I hope he wasn't sad when he died." Anyway, and then I'd sent Dan a text this morning because I didn't know any of those details. And I'm like, "Dan, do you know what else happened?" And he's the one that told me kind of the whole scenario. And I said, "Was he odd? Yes." "Was he one of the oddest people I've ever known in my life?" "Yes." Still glad I knew him, poor fucker. But I mean, he just really did. I mean, he alienated everybody he knew. And that's on him. That's not on anybody else. But, you know, he died with Jim Leahy and their family as his only friends. Because even Terry and Jerry, and they were like, "We're done with you, like, fucker." So, anyway.